All right. So I was looking in the comments and somebody was talking about ad nauseum and how it was expensive. And I thought, you know what, it is kind of expensive. So I looked up to see how much. And I want to say I paid like $11 for ad naus when I bought it. And I was seeing it selling for like $20, which is crazy to me. And that is expensive. So as an alternative, more affordable route, I'm just kidding. We got better stuff. We got way cheaper cards. And we're going to show you some ways where we can have some ad naus fun. So if anybody's not familiar with ad nauseum, for 3 and 2 black, we can reveal the top card of our library and put that card into our hand. We lose life equal to its converted mana cost. You may repeat this process any number of times. So this card works great with a card like Angels of Grace. So graceful, look at that. That alien's not getting him at all. Kind of looks like one, right? Anyways, split second. As long as this spell is on the stack, players can't cast spells or activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. Quite amazing there, right? You can't lose the game this turn. Your opponents can't win the game this turn. Until end of turn, damage that would reduce your life total to less than 1 reduces it to 1 instead. And that's no problem with ad nauseum because we're going to have what we need in our hands. And as long as we have the mana we need, we can make our combo happen, cast a silence, good to go. But yeah, expensive card. So let's talk about some alternatives to that. And you know what? Looking it up, these aren't that cheap anymore either. However, half the price of ad naus, easy. So Doom Whisperer for 3 and 2 black, flying, trample, pay 2 life, and survey 2. Look at the top 2 cards of your library, then put any number of them into your graveyard and the rest on top of your library in any order. So that's not near as powerful as ad nauseum. At 5, it's a heavy casting cost, but similarly to ad nauseum, this is very like hard castable, and you'll probably have plenty of ways to chip away at that mana cost. So that pay 2 life and survey 2. So we're going to be putting what we need at the top of our library. If we have a card draw effect, not near as good as ad nauseum, but a similar, going to put you through your deck. And then right here is the most, I'd say, ad naus like in my opinion, but it's 8 mana, so this one will take some hijinks. Target player draws cards equal to half the number of cards in their library and loses half their life. Round up each time. So here, if we crack something, say, got one I use for a token here when I'm playing with my Russian copies. There it is. So let's say we play this, okay? So target player draws cards equal to half the number of cards in our library and loses half their life, rounded up each time. So not only can we play like Angel's Grace, that's going to give us 1 life. You know, we can't lose the game. It's not going to give us our life back. So we're going to spend life with Angel's Grace, and as long as we can't lose the game. But we're still going to lose a ton of life. Now, if we sacrifice a really cheap card like Children of Corliss here, sacrifice Children of Corliss, you gain life equal to life you've lost. We can literally do this to ourselves, get the cards in our hand, and get the life back. So that steep mana cost, we're going to need to cheat it out with hijinks. However, with Children of Corliss, we can get half those cards into our hands. And you should get what you need that way. So this is probably the best ad naus alternative out there, in my opinion. Peer into the Abyss. But the casting cost is pretty heavy. And coming in with another heavy casting cost for 8, 5, and 3 black, we have Alvelus, Broker of Blood, and beautiful foil here. Which, last of the good days in the foil, man. This one never curved out of the pack. Nothing like that. So flying, you can pay 1 black and pay 2 life. Target creature gets -1, -1 until end of turn. So we're going to be targeting these creatures. And we're going to be losing life, so pay 2 life. And then whenever you lose life, draw that many cards. So every time, 2 life, we're going to draw 2 cards. That's absolutely amazing. If we can cheat that in, that is just too cool for school, man. So these are some alternatives. Villas is not so cheap anymore. And this foil version, I think, is probably over $15. But that being said, for ad nauseum, I'd say go this route. And that is going to be an excellent, cheap replacement. Not that ad nauseum can be replaced. I mean, we'll be honest there. Because let's look at these two for a second and compare. So you're going to draw half your cards, and you're going to lose half your life. With this, the card you may want is going to be 3 deep in your deck. So this one's like a brain on this. So it's not just draw half, lose half. This one is draw how many and take a gander and a guess. So you can kind of like use your better judgment here. Where this one, it's more of like a boom, bam, draw. Where this one's like assess, see what you can do, what you need, then draw. Just a smarter guy. So to me, like, to compare these, like, to do apples to oranges, like, this is like World Gorger Dragon, okay? This is Abdel Adrian Gorian's Ward, which, so World Gorger will bounce all of our lands, like, boop, boop. And Abdel Adrian Gorian's Ward enters the battlefield, exile any number of other non-land permanents you control. So this one is, in essence, with a brain, so we can assess it for our situation. Whereas World Gorger just hits and boom. Similarly here, where that just hits and boom. Where Vilis is kind of like smart. He's a smart guy. Doom Whisperer as well. Kind of like a smart way to go about that route. So thanks for watching. And yeah, Ad Nauseam is expensive. And you hate to see like a staple card like that go up in price. But it's just like this card right here. Love it. But man, I believe like if you're paying like the normal prices that people pay, like it's going to run you for a decent copy. Which mine is not. Yeah, I'd say like 40 bucks, easy, 38 bucks. But anyways, I figured this was a little morning video here, and I saw that comment, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just see what we can do here, and put my heads togethers. And I went ahead and did that, and oh, see, I told you the channel's getting more serious all the time.